Welcome back to All Again, where passion meets music. And in this episode, we are continuing our countdown of the top 100 classic rock albums of all time. We are on to number 94, and I actually own this album. This is the second one on the list so far that I own. It's British Steel by the heavy metal band Judas Priest. So, run through some facts about this album. It was their 6th studio album, which I was surprised to learn when I went to research this album. They had been around since the early 1970s, and they had released 5 albums before they came to release this one in 1980. The band, of course, are from Sheffield in England in the UK, and they're very proud of that fact. A lot of people from the Sheffield, Birmingham, Midlands area are always very proud of the fact of where they come from, and there's been a lot of heavy metal and rock that came from that part of England. If you listen to Andy Edwards' channel, you will hear him rave about all the brilliant bands that have come from that part of the world, including Black Sabbath and, of course, Robert Plant and John Bonham from Led Zeppelin. So Judas Priest are another one that come from that area, and also from Sheffield, of course, is Def Leppard. So a lot of great British rock and heavy metal coming from that part of the world. This album was released through Columbia Records, and it was produced by Tom Allom, and the album was recorded at Tittenhurst Park in Ascot. So the lineup for this one, arguably what's considered one of the classic Judas Priest lineups. We've got, of course, Rob Halford on vocals, KK Downing and Glenn Tipton on dual lead guitars, which, sound absolutely brilliant, and that is a staple of the Judas Priest sound. We've got Ian Hill on bass and Dave Holland on drums. I think Dave would leave the band shortly after this album was released, and of course Judas Priest have had a revolving door of drummers throughout their whole career. But for me, this is one of their best albums. I have to say, it's probably the only one. I think it is the only one I own. But certainly this one hits hard. There's some fantastic tracks on here. My favourite tracks, Breaking the Law, of course, one of Judas Priest's most famous. A fantastic riff in that song, and definitely inspirational to a lot of bands that played heavy metal and thrash metal later on into the 1980s. I also like Living After Midnight, which a lot of people consider to be the Judas Priest pop song, like Paranoid for Black Sabbath. It's not a very heavy song, but it's kind of a very pop rock song, kind of onto an AC/DC kind of vibe. But I like it. I think it's quite a good song. And then another one of my favourite songs on this album, it's got quite a long title on it here. So it's You Don't Have to Be Old to Be Wise. I think it's a great track. It's got great rhythm guitar on it as well. And just down and down, a great rock song from Judas Priest on that one. Great lyrics as well. The tracks I'd skip on this album, I'd actually skip the track United. And it's funny because I'm actually a Man United fan, so you would think that I would like that song. But no, I think it's just not a great song. It doesn't fit in with this album very well. It's not very heavy, and the guitars aren't very prominent in it, and I just don't think it's a great song. Don't think it's a great melody. So for me, that's the track I'd skip on this album. But to be honest, this is a very, very strong album. Judas Priest were a very important band in the formation of heavy metal, along with Iron Maiden, and I think this album is definitely up there as one of their best. All in all, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. You might think that's a bit of a low mark for me on this album, but to be honest, the production is okay. It's not the greatest production in the world. As I said, there's a couple of songs on there that are perhaps skips, and then some of the great songs on there, they're okay. There's just like the ones like Living After Midnight. I like it, but again, there's probably better Judas Priest songs. So I think it's a strong album, but I think there probably is better heavy metal albums on this list, and we shall see as we go through. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this album, British Steel by Judas Priest. I would love to hear from you in the comments below, so be sure to leave a comment. If you liked the video, hit the like button, and if you could also subscribe, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.